Hey everybody, we're back. Welcome back to the Evolution video blogcast. It may or may not be episode 8. It's something like that. We've just stopped counting. It's the end of January blogcast. And it's been a couple of weeks since we did one, so we thought we needed to get one out there. In this blogcast, guys, I want to talk maybe about 3 or 4 different things that have came up recently. So as you know, we ran a whole series of webinars throughout the month of December. And the webinars were very well received. And in those webinars we talked about the new stuff that was coming, and we showed customers some of that new stuff. And the reaction's been overwhelmingly positive. As a result of that, there's a whole bunch of guys signed up for the webinar, and I think we've explained in some detail how that would work and where your position in the queue gets secured. And now that we've got most of the product file update stuff behind us, we're going to get into the upgrade stuff within the next week or two. However, there's a whole bunch of customers who haven't joined in on one of the webinars yet. So this is really a shout out to you, yes, you, that we will be running some more webinars throughout the course of February, and we'll release the dates of them in an email to you very shortly. And we'd ask you to get involved, come in, have a look at what we are doing. You aren't obliged to do anything. You'll either like it or you won't. And we just ask everybody who hasn't already seen what we're working on to come in, take 45 minutes out of their day and have a look. So watch out for that email coming soon. Next up, I want to cover off one of the real big issues that we had before the Christmas period. So as most of you will know, we had a big problem with the Google base guys, or Google Shopping, who suddenly decided that office products dealers were drop shippers and almost blanket banned everybody from the service. So the great news is that over the Christmas period and into early January, about 95% of all people who had been banned from the service are now back online and trading with Google base. If you're in the very small 5% who hasn't got back on there yet, then the key is just to keep pressurising, use every method that you can think of to get in touch with these guys. Get them on email, get onto Google Merchant Center, find some forums, find some blogs. Pressure seems to be the solution to that problem, just keeping up the pressure and using every means necessary of contacting them. So that's great news. That was causing us a real problem, and of course we haven't really done anything wrong there. Just Google woke up one day and decided that it wasn't going to support office products dealers anymore. So I'm glad to see they've reversed that decision. So I think it's going to be quite a short one this week. It's just going to be a quick one from Andy, then Michael, and we'll wrap it. So here comes Andy with the infamous top tip.
Yeah, thanks, Paddy. Yeah, top tip this week is Google Plus, not Google Base, but Google Plus. You may have heard of it. It's Google's latest attempt. I say latest because they've tried before at rivaling Facebook. Now, this time they seem to have done quite a good job, and it seems to be picking up quite a bit of traction. So it's now time, we think, that we should start talking to you guys about it. And so it's not a lot dissimilar from Facebook. If you know what Facebook is, it's a social network where you can find your friends, people that influence you, people you're interested in, and also companies you're interested in, and kind of get involved in what they're doing, what they're talking about. And the reason why we've never told you to be involved, on a top tip with Facebook, but we are now telling you to get involved with Google, is because Google, being the cheeky company they are, have actually started to include now Google Plus pages into Google searches. So where on things like place searches and maybe searches, for example, for like London office supplies, they're starting to show the Google Plus pages as well as the web result pages. So we think it's really important that everyone who's interested in getting new customers off the internet gets a Google Plus page. So just really want to just quickly show you how straightforward it is. So if you open up a browser and then go onto google.com or google.co.uk, I will show you how to start this off. I can't show you all the way through as I just tried to do it, and Google didn't like it very much. They knew I was up to something because I was putting in some sort of funny names in, like John Smith and random place names. So, but the good news is it is pretty self-explanatory. So it's one of those guided processes that will help you through the sign-up stage. So once you're onto google.co.uk.com, you will need to sign in with a Google account. If you haven't already got one of those, it will help you make one. It's very straightforward. And then go over and click the plus U button. It'll take you to this page here, where again, if you're signed in, it will ask you to sign up onto Google Plus. The first thing you need to do is create a personal Google Plus account for your own self. So in my case, that'll be Andy White. And then as soon as you've gone through that process, on the right hand side, somewhere around this bit here, if you can see where I'm moving the mouse cursor, there'll be a bit that says create your own page. Once you click on that, you get to choose whether it's for a brand, for a company, or a local business. I'd suggest clicking the local business because it allows you then to create an entry onto Google Places, which is what happens when you may have Googled your place name with office supplies or something like that and seen some of your local competitors come up and not yourself. So if you're not coming up there, then it's really important you enter your right details in the Google Places bit. And then just go through the process, adding in pictures and information about your business. It's pretty straightforward to do, but if you do get stuck, just give me a shout and I'm very, very happy to help. Okay, so that's how easy it was to set up a Google Plus page. I hope that was straightforward enough for you, but if not, if you have any questions, just drop me an email. It's aw@evolution-software.co.uk, or if you're feeling really, really cool, you can catch me on Twitter, and that's @AndyWhiteUK, and that's White with a Y, not an I. Back to you.
Bring it back up at the Google Plus stuff, Andy. One of the weekly tech blogs that I usually visit had a big piece on that this week. If you go and visit the guys at twit.tv, twit.tv, they do a show every day called Tech News Today, and there was a big piece on it early last week about these search results being manipulated through the Google Plus profile. So if that is the case, and it's logical that Google would do that, then, because it's free and it takes 5-10 minutes to do it, you should definitely get a Google Plus account set up for sure. That just leaves us to hand you over to Michael, who, like you've heard on previous blogcasts, has recently joined. So he's had a couple of weeks under his belt and got some activity, so I'll just let him tell you what he's been doing and how you can get him if you need to speak to him.
Hello guys, third week with the Evolution Dream Team, and I haven't had a nervous breakdown yet, which is all good. Thoroughly enjoying the journey. Paddy and I were out on the road last week, popped in to see Rob and Helen at Office Friends. Great cup of tea, guys.
Good to see you as always, Rob and Helen.
Thoroughly enjoyed, you made us feel very welcome, thanks for that. Stuart at Intech as well, another fantastic guy, spent a good hour with him as well. And I finished off with the lovely Sophia at Powell Office Style, and all of which have made us feel very welcome. And I just hope that everybody out there is the same.
They are.
So I've been brought on as the sort of customer relations guy. So I'll be in touch over the next week or so to get a chat with you guys and see how we can get the best out of your Evolution store.
And if you need to get in touch with Michael over the coming weeks, then it is mh@evolution-software.co.uk. And as usual, guys, the best way to find out what's happening at Evolution beyond the obvious video blog is to follow us on Twitter. It is absolutely the most up-to-date information on what's happening here. So our Twitter address is
@evo_software.
@evo_software. I needed Andy to bail me out there. Okay guys, so that's it for this week. You've got the email addresses, you know how to get in touch. Just shout up if you need anything and we'll catch you on the next blogcast.
Bye.